darlings. So this is video number 2 out of my 10. So a lot of you guys always ask me about my favorite handy dandy little torch. So I've seen people use torches that have this nozzle area or whatever it's called, and then there's a huge tank that sits on the bottom and they use that. I'm a little girl, I'm 5'1", almost 5'1". I could say I'm 5'1" if I want, okay? And this fits right in my hand. I have tiny little hands, so I love this. So I want to talk a little bit about this. I'm not talking crap about the rest, but this is a damn good torch, okay? So this is called Burnzomatic. I'm going to have it in the description, but here it is. That's the little tank, so Burnzomatic. They're both Burnzomatic. I bought this at Home Depot. They do have this online on Amazon as well, so I'll have the link to that in the description so you guys can get that if you want. I think the torch is about $25 if I remember correctly. I think the tanks are like $5, $6. I bought 2 tanks. I still have both tanks. I've been using it forever. You see how much I pour and how much I use it, and kind of doesn't run out. I mean, it goes a long way. So I want to show you guys how to use this. So I had no idea about how to use these things, and the really nice guy at Home Depot taught me how. So this comes with a little cap. All my caps are always lost on anything. I can never keep caps around. So the way you fill the tank is from this little area on the bottom. You'll see it's like a little hole, and then there's looks like a little pin or something in there. So the tank itself, the butane tank, has a little straw, and that little hole that's in here fits right in there, okay? So you don't fill it this way. I don't know why. But you have to fill it upside down. So the way it works, guys, is so you fit it just like that. I want you guys to see this. So you press it down. So the way you know to stop, you'll kind of see a little bit of liquid came out. As soon as the liquid came out, that means your tank or your torch is full. That little liquid dries up right away. It goes right off, so don't worry about it. It doesn't really smell bad. It's not really bad for you, I don't think. Just don't go and like sniff it up and stuff. That's gross. But that's about it, guys. And then so the only other thing is that you do, the way you work it, it has a little safety thing right here. Like a button, you pull it down. Sometimes it takes a second when you first fill the tank. When you first fill it, you have to pull it down. There we go. So see, the first time it didn't work, this time it did, and that's it. So I love this torch because it doesn't get hot. The handle doesn't get hot. This doesn't get hot. This metal part does. Oh, also, by the way, guys, it comes with, sorry, I just remembered this. The torch came with this other piece. I think there's like a little screw here. You take the screw off. It sits right here. And I think the heat comes in here. It heats this. And I think if you want to like draw or make detailing on wood or different things like that, I think that's what it uses. So that comes with it. So it's pretty cool. So that's how you fill the tank, okay? So now I'm gonna do a little pour on this little cardboard canvas kind of like piece. This video is not about the pour, guys, so all I'm gonna do is use my Art Alternatives, my big jugs, my little handy dandy little favorite ones. So I'm gonna just use black and white. I'm gonna mix them, pour it here, and then I wanna show you how you use your torch on your pours, because if you don't use your torch correctly, you can actually boil the paint. You can burn the paint, you can burn your canvas, and that's not really fun. So I'm going to mix my paint the way I usually do, just with water, a couple drops of soap in my water. So I'm not going to go over that in this video, but once I pour, I'm going to go over how we use the torch on the paint, okay? So here we go. Okay guys, so here we go. So I'm not too worried about the pour. Like I said before, this is about our little torch and how to use your torch on your pour. Okay, so I use 2 colors. I use Art Alternatives white and black. I mix them with only water. I actually didn't even use soap this time, because before I even used a couple drops of soap in my water, I literally used to use just water, and it used to be just fine. So here we go. Do a flip cup because I love the flip cups. Okay. Let's see. So let's move this around and open up the paint. Okay, so that's good enough. So look at that. Look at these cells already starting to form, and I didn't even use any soap or any medium. So just shows you that you don't really need that stuff. But when you do use them, I mean, your paintings turn out incredible. But okay, so I'm going to show you first how to use a torch. Pull your little lever down, press the button, and again, because we just filled it up, sometimes it won't start right away. Don't worry about it, start it again, and there we go. You want to hold your torch like I am this way, guys, parallel to your painting, to your paint. Turn it on, just tilt it down a little, and you want to move, all right? You don't want to stay in one area for more than just a split second. So this is what you do. You move, 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 guys. It's all about the movement. Ooh, look at those cells. That's so fun. All right. Let's see what's happening. So a couple things, guys. When you use your torch, I think what happens is the water in the paint kind of evaporates, so it opens up and shows the paint underneath. Wow, that's like magic. So that's what it is. But another thing also, when you're mixing up your paint, guys, what happens is air goes inside your paint, so you have air bubbles. So when it dries, you'll have like these little air pockets. So the whole point of the torch is to remove the air bubbles, and it helps with the cells. So now I'm going to show you what not to do. If you hold any fire to any liquid straight on, it's going to start burning. It's going to heat up that liquid and it's going to start to boil. Also, it's going to start making like this little film, because the paint dries and it just makes this funny gooey stuff, and it starts to boil. So we don't want that to happen, but I want to show you what not to do. Don't hold your torch like this, and don't hold it in one area, because look what happens. You see that? And that does not smell good at all. Anyway, so and if you could see, it's like filmy right here. So let me show you. You see that? It's like, you know, like milk. Look at that. I can pull it off completely. So you don't want to do that at all, guys, okay? Even if you do that and you go down this way, I still don't like it. It's too direct of a heat on it. And again, look. Look what happens. And look at that. It doesn't just make like a little film. It cracks. So you don't want to ruin your paint. Look at that. See what happens? Because it's too direct of a heat. So don't hold your torch straight down. You want to hold it parallel to your canvas, tilt a little down, and you want to constantly move. You do not want to stay in one area over a split second. You can go back to it, which you see that I do. I'll work here a little bit, I'll come here, I'll come again here, but I won't stay in one area for too long. It heats it up way too much, okay? So that's it, guys. You want to get your beautiful cells, and you don't want to get these little areas like so, that crack, that make film. Look at that boil. Ugh, it's so bad. And you can ruin your most beautiful painting that way. So you don't want to do that, guys, alright? And it's dangerous, because look what's happening. And I have a cup full of water right next to me to dump on this, just in case, so don't worry. But see, you don't want this. You don't want this. You don't want to stay in one area. Alright? So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video. Make sure you're subscribed. And I will talk to you guys soon. And guys, remember, I'm going to do a bunch of these videos, one every day, hopefully. And I need ideas. So tell me what you want to see. I want to do short little tutorials, okay? So comment below. I hope you guys learned. And happy pouring.